Alright everyone, welcome back to another video, Full Speed Impulse, and today working on the Klx110L again. So let's just get right at it. We got to put new plastics on this thing, graphics, and we've been waiting for this moment for a little bit. Here's what happened. We're on our way back, and the bike fell down on our trailer, and as soon as it fell, it snapped our shroud completely right here. Cracked that thing all the way through. No bueno. And it's a shame because we've had these graphics for quite a while, and I really liked the Metal Militia graphics. There's very few graphics I do like for the Klx110 that you could just buy without modding and all that stuff. As far as creating your own, by custom. These ones were really nice. But time is gone now as far as it's time to try something new with this bike. We're talking about plastics with our boy and all that. He's like, you gotta get some white. You gotta get some white plastics. I'm like, man, I don't know if I want white plastics on a Cowie, because then it's not looking like a Cowie anymore. It's going to look like a Honda or maybe a Yamaha, but it's not going to be green to show that it looks like a Cowie. And I wanted the gray plastics, but then Kawasaki decided to finally make some gray plastics, and they did a couple of years on the Klx110. Well, I didn't want to do gray plastics anymore, because then it was just going to look like a stock bike of the newer models. And I just didn't really want to do that. And I really looked forward to doing gray for quite a while. So we did a little poll action, and I couldn't believe the number of votes that we got saying for us to go white. So I said, you know what? We're going to try and make this white plastic work and make it look good. Went to UFO, picked up some brand new plastic, guys. UFO, definitely. We did that UFO plastics on the XR100. We did it now on the Klx110L, and we ordered up some plastics too for our build that we are currently doing on the 1987 YZ125. So really speedy delivery, great plastic, fits right up, good quality, good stuff. Got our number plates and all that, and we went with a little bit of gray action, which I thought was going to look really good with the white. Just a little bit of green, just to show that she might still be a Cowie, guys. And we got a couple of Monster Energy stickers, because I thought it'd be kind of neat, because we have the blacked out Monster Energy Edition Klx140. So I thought, hey, it'd be kind of cool to do a white out version of the Klx110. And this is not going to be a true, obviously, Monster Energy Edition, but we're going to kind of just keep it simple, keep it clean. We're going to rip this plastic off real quick, guys, and get the bike down to the bare bones. Go through a little bit on the back fender, just because there's a little bit to that, because you got to pull out the battery and all that stuff. It's not simple like some other bikes. So we're going to show you a little bit of that, but other than that, we're just going to rip everything off, and then we're going to get the new stuff on, and I'm excited. Should be good. Definitely going to be a whole different look. And another reason why we're okay with the white plastic too is because we went with those black TB part wheels, which we're going to do a separate video on that, on the review on actually what we kind of really think about these wheels. So first things first, guys, we're going to pull these guys out here, which is going to pull your seat out. And then we're going to get access. We're going to obviously take all our bolts out here, up here, blah, 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 blah. And then we'll get to the back fender, where I could show you guys exactly what you need to do as far as replacing this rear fender, or obviously replacing all the plastic on your bike. All right, guys, we got a big old wiring mess in here. That's because we run those LED lights and all that. Your bike probably won't have all the shenanigans going on. Plus, we put that little support bracket in there, which we're not going to be using anymore, because I don't want to drill into our brand new fender. So pretty much we have our bolts here that we're going to undo. We got bolts here, one here on the side right here. Once you get that stuff off, you're going to disconnect your battery, pull your battery out. You'd probably be, you got to pull this out too, disconnect that from the harness, which that's your rev box. This is the BBR one here. We do have a video on that install. And then once you get that battery out, there's going to be a bolt actually on the inside. And once you get that one out, this should come out. So let's get at it. Oh, and you are going to have two bolts down here too. So that was just, we actually went into the factory setup there. And if you're paying attention to this video and you see that we have a sponge tucked back there, it's because we didn't have any good compression pads at the time. And this battery here, which is the lithium battery, which is a nice high power battery, even has a little tester on here to let us know that it is, see, still full charge, good battery. A little smaller, so we didn't want it rattling around, so we put just a little sponge in there to keep it from moving around. So we'll get that out, get that bolt undone, Gotta get a different socket for these, get that undone, and then we should be good. Us undoing all that plastic was like 5 minutes. Probably just as amount of time just to take the rear fender off. I forgot there are 2 bolts in here too. These are our last 2. Oh, shoot, there's another one right here. Oh my gosh. They're all over the place. All right. So once you get your wires disconnected, there's actually like a little, where'd you go? Oh, here he is. There's like a little tab too. But once you get everything disconnected, it should slide out. And I'm kind of curious on some of this, having looked at our fender, if we're gonna have this bracket or not, or some of that stuff we're gonna lose. So that will be interesting. All right, come on. Oh, we got our mud flap too. See if that comes off. If you're wondering what that noise is, that will be in our tire, or in our wheel review on these TV parts. That's super annoying. So do those. Oh, look at that. 2 more bolts. Whew, this thing's dirty underneath. 2 more bolts, and most of the stuff like those guys there, you're probably gonna have to pop those out. And yeah, got a lot of work on the back fender. After you get the back fender done, you're golden, guys. But back fender is definitely the most work. So here we go. UFO, guys. Just good stuff. Got some UFO goggles. Had to get a little extra on there so we get the free shipping. You guys know the deal. Yeah. There's no brackets on this one. You see you got the holes, so if I guess riveted maybe. I haven't even looked at the other fender close enough yet. But let's get the back fender on first, so then we can concentrate on the rest of the stuff, because that stuff's going to be easy. So once we get this one on, we're golden. All right, guys, we got the fender on there. As you can see, this stuff is just kind of floating there. There's not much you can do as far as zip tying or really doing much here. We could try to do something a little experimental, as far as you could maybe like drill a hole here. And I'm just really thinking off the top of my head here, and drill like a hole here, and then using zip ties as kind of like straps to kind of hold it in. But it's really not a big deal. It's going to bounce and float around a little bit, but you're going to put your side cover on, and you're not going to even have to worry about it. See, we have a couple wires dangling here. That actually goes to our LED lights that we used to have up here. We're going to fit them down here, push the glow back here. Like I said, we do a bunch of nighttime riding, and it's really going to look good with this white plastic. And these ones here, actually, they all need to be replaced. They've been on here for years. So we're going to order up a new set. They're real cheap off eBay, like 12 bucks. This fender is mainly done. We are going to wrap up the rest of this bike, guys. And we got your Phillips that goes in here. You have your screws that go into your brackets here. All that. Your seat goes on last back here. You got your 4 bolts that go up into your fender. We're going to remove our handbrake here, so it drops down, because this cable goes in front of your number plate, and we got to put graphics on. So we could do the graphics before we put the plastic on, but we're just going to put the plastics on and then put the number plates on. So we're just going to pull that handbrake off real quick, drop that down so it's not in our way. And yeah, so let's finish up. We're going to get the plastic all on, and then we're going to come back and we're going to start doing some graphics. Tell you the only thing that really kind of just clashes with the plastic, and I knew it was going to happen. I can't really explain it. It's just in my head. It's this pipe. Just doesn't seem like it goes anymore with the bike. Now, they do make graphics for this thing. Maybe if we got a new tip and then we blacked out the exhaust and then put a graphics kit on it, it would probably smooth it out way better and would look good. I don't know. We definitely have our other projects going on, so that won't be anytime soon. But we do have a couple more things on this bike that we actually are going to do. We have the over-the-peg brake lever to install. We are going to put a shorter throw twist throttle on this with some new grips. We're going to do the review on these wheels. So that being said, you can expect more KLX videos coming, guys, along with our YZ125 content, and then plus other stuff we got going on. So until next time, we'll see you later.